Good morning, Kumaran. Thank you
Lovely
for
to-
having me here.
it's an absolute pleasure. We are always having a great time speaking to you, as well as the rest of the coaches. So today, SC, we are so glad to have you on board our Stay Fridays. Stay Fridays are very essential in our entire Insurance Collective TIC talks. Yeah, what we do here is connect with coaches like yourself to amplify the beauty of the weekend that is coming, right? So that everyone is charged up with new ideas, new perspectives for the upcoming week. So, Essie, could you do us a favor and go deep into what you do, an introduction about yourself first?
Okay, thank you very much, Kumaran. What I do, I'm actually a life coach. I help people to make changes or transform their life to become better. There are so many people that they are unaware that their state of mind and also what is it that the state of mind actually limiting them in order for them to make progress in their life. So my job here is to find out the root cause of the problem. The root cause of the problem can stem from when they're during their childhood, past event, or it can be images in their head. You know, sometimes they heard something, the images in their head that actually preventing them to make progress in their life. So I work a lot with people's subconscious mind and how is it that we bring up this information from the subconscious mind to release it, usually in the form of negative emotion, for example, like anger, fear, frustrations, right? And also in a form of belief system. Belief systems that can pass down from the family, as well as things like, for example, I'm not good enough, or I'm just too old to start all over again, you know. Yeah. So this is what I do.
Great. And how long have you been doing this, SC?
I have been doing it for like 15 years.
Wow.
Already 15 years, yes. I really enjoy this work. It's my passion to see how people changing from a very stuck state where they are quite a struggle of facing challenges, come to the point that they're actually receiving and embracing that success.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. And that's quite the achievement, if you would say, right? When you see that transformation.
I really enjoy that, yeah.
Lovely, lovely. Essie, I just have to ask you something. Patterns, right? And this is very similar to something that I had gone through. It's called the Hoffman process. I'm not sure if you have been aware of this.
I heard of it. I'm not working with the Hoffman process.
Right. So I find that similarities, and it's such a very engaging thing that you said, because that is exactly what I've gone through, right? The past patterns, belief systems, and all of that. One thing I would like to ask you, there are positive patterns and negative patterns, right? And how do we then amplify the positive patterns and sort of suppress or get rid of the negative patterns when we move forward?
Okay, honestly speaking, of course, I do have like some tools and techniques that I can share, some quick fix. Somehow that quick fix is actually temporary because we need to perform, right? So we need to suppress it a little while just to do the whatever that is necessary. But in order to really get rid of it, to have a great change, you have to go into deep down in the subconscious level. Right. So the natural change and also the permanent change will be you need to work on the subconscious level.
I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah,
it's a process, right? And
it's a process, definitely. And also the most important thing is we, of course, a lot of times we are very unconscious because it's underlying dynamic, right? And what we do is we just need to pay attention, aware of it, and be open to face the fact that this is how I feel. Because a lot of times, because we are not sure, we are even including myself, right? We are unaware what is the underlying dynamic. But the thing is, when we really pay attention of our state of mind, what is it that is a signal, or sometimes can be chatter in our head? We pay attention to it. And of course, during the sessions, in my live coaching sessions, in my sessions, I will allow whoever who come to me to see me, allow them to talk things out about their background, about the past. So from the way they're talking and their facial expressions, I call it sensory acuity. So I will pick up, what are the things that actually trigger, and we will talk about it, and gently we will release it. Yeah.
Right. Thank you for that, SC. And we had this conversation much earlier prior to this recording that I personally feel, and I shared with you as well, there are two groups of individuals, especially financial consultants or agency leaders. Those rookie financial consultants or agency leaders who have come into this industry or this space at such an unprecedented time of the pandemic. right? Some people who have joined in 2020, 2021, early this year. And also I'm looking at the other spectrum, which are mid-career switch professionals. Those who may be in their late 30s, early 40s, right? And who have suddenly chosen a career yet again at such a difficult time, right? So how can we sort of angle your programs? I remember you saying that there were 3 stages.
Okay.
And how can we possibly work with these 2 groups of people through your programs?
Okay, I will say that these 2 groups of people that are very brave already, they actually make the first step. Right. Of course, you need something that is something simple that in their daily life, so that they actually make progress day by day, so that they can really push through to achieve and embrace their success. So I do have this program. It's called Basic Life Coaching Skill. I will just put Basic Life Coaching Skill level 1, level 2, and level 3. So basically, level 1 is more of talking about our confidence level. We have, I will share some quick fix, like how is it that you feel more centered? Because very important, our state of mind, if let's say we are not in a very calm manner or we are not in a positive state, sometimes when we talk to people, the way they react to things or events is actually will be different compared to when we are positive. Let's say you are meeting a client, there's something that's bothering you. Maybe you find that, okay, I do not have enough information, I'm not good enough, how am I going to break this? So this will actually affect your presentation, you see. So I will share some tips and techniques. So the first level is more like confident level. And I also share a quick fix about quitting some food addiction. Sometimes all these things is actually suppressing us and pulling us down. You see, so little things that we feel that, oh, I'm just not good enough. You know, you will never know that how is it that you snowball becomes something big that affecting your performance. You see, so level 2 is a lot more about changing your state, especially from a negative state to become positive states. And also, there's another more major one is like changing more stuck state. Something that is bigger is like, for example, procrastination. A lot of times we do procrastinate, especially when we face challenges, especially when we think that, oh, that task is just a little bit too much for me. You know, you're just delaying the time. So procrastination is really important for us that really need to let it go so that we find the motivation to move on in our life.
Right.
And the third one is more on handling or releasing those major negative emotions. Major negative emotion is more of going back to the root cause of the problem in your timeline, right? So major negative emotions, I will help participants to remove anger, sadness, fear, hurt, guilt. This is in Gestalt. That means there is something that a chain of event that actually, how is it the pattern? You will learn about how is it this pattern will actually snowball to affect your life, affect your behavior to become who you are today. And from during the sessions, we will release all these negative emotion, and then the next one is release those negative belief systems. Belief systems can be, I'm not good enough, I'm just too old, it's too hard, I start over again, you know. So all this will release that also. And then the third one is releasing anxiety. Anxiety is about the fear about the future. You see, sometimes you are going for a meeting, sometimes you are handling a big project, you find that, oh, okay, I have this part of me that, you know, you tend to pull yourself back a little bit. It's like, okay, you do not have the enough courage, I would say. You just feel that you're not brave enough. You see, sometimes it will affect our performance. Yes. So this the third level is something that handling the major negative emotions and belief systems.
Right.
So all these 3 levels, you will given scripts, as well as we'll make sure that during the sessions, you will practice all these quick fix and also those techniques that you have learned. So you can bring back the script as well as you practice with a client, you know, with your course mates together.
Yes. Yes.
So there's something that is more complete so that you can deal with your life easier.
I love that. I really love the entire flow of it. It's so structured. And we come back to that idea of a process, right? And every participant who goes through this process, at the end of the day, they're able to dispel their anxieties and fears or the mental roadblocks that come their way, whether it's on their personal lives or their professional lives.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And I'm so glad to work with you on this project. It's really exciting. And we shared some ideas earlier, right, of bringing it outdoors when things permit us to do so. so that we have that nature plays a very important part in these kind of sessions with you and with coaches of your stature as well. So I'm really looking forward to this, Essie.
Same here. I'm really looking forward.
It's going to be very exciting, and I really hope that our financial consultants and agency leaders do learn a lot more on how they can then use this for their personal lives and be the advocate of change. The same way you have brought a lot of change to people's life, also to their clients' lives as well, which is what we want to see. A very organic flow of that. So thank you once again, Essie, for this lovely session, and looking forward to working with you very soon. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you very much for allowing me to be here. Thank you.
My pleasure. Happy Friday to you.